Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today in this video, by popular request, I have been asked to make a video about the parts of this Vevor machine. I don't know if the persons who asked if they really meant the parts, but either ways I'm gonna do both the part and the function, okay? Now right there you have two spool pins for your threads. You don't need two threads, just one. It's just an extra space for threads. And up the top there you have two holes which are thread guides, and you always start with the middle one from back to front and then to the left one and you come down. Right here, this is a form of tension for your thread when you are filling the bobbin. You're not using this thread guide anywhere at all when you are threading the actual machine. This is just for threading your bobbin. So you place the thread in the pin at the back. There are two pins on it, one to the back, one to the side, and they have holes in them. So you place your thread when it comes from up here down through the back hole, around this and into the front one or the one to the side, and then you wrap it around your bobbin, the edge of it around your bobbin, and you place your bobbin on top of here, and then you lock the bobbin in place with this and press your presser foot and watch your bobbin fill. It fills very neatly. I really like that. I do not use this. I don't know if it's a cutter. It's probably a cutter. I put my thread under it once and it cut it. But anyways, it has no use in whatever I'm doing. It's probably there as a cutter. So this is what fills your bobbin. So when you're ready to thread your machine now, you are not using these. They're useless to you. You're coming from here now for the actual threading of the machine. From back to front, and I'm doing this even though it's not a video about threading the machine. I'm doing this just in case there's somebody here who is wondering. It doesn't take me more than 30 seconds to share it, so I do not have to tell you go see my video on how to thread the Vevor machine. Okay, this is a Vevor 5000 and the 5000 is for 5000 stitches per minute, so they say 5000 SPM. So you thread from the back to the front. This is a thread guide. I use the back one and the front one. I skip the middle one. Why? Because I saw somebody do it like that. So back to front and then front to back. And then here we go from bottom to top. This is another thread guide. Bottom to top and top to bottom. Two holes on it. Then you go down around this. This is called your tension disc. This determines how tight the thread is as you are stitching. How much room does your thread have to move? That's what a tension disc does on any machine, whether industrial or domestic. Okay, so you go from here down around this, inside of that groove, around and inside of the wire. Now when you get here, do not go inside this thread guide. You go back down and under this bar and up again into this thread guide, then up into the hole of the take-up lever and go over on the other side, down into this thread guide, that thread guide, another thread guide here. It's a black wired one. All the way down, and then there's a tiny hole above the needle, and for this machine you thread from the outside inwards. So that's it, you have threaded your machine already. But so everything here, these are thread guides. Okay, this is your presser foot. This is what holds your fabric into place, and this is the plate for the bobbin plate, but you insert your bobbin from below. Okay, now this here is the stitch width selector or stitch length selector, whatever you want to call it. Right now mine is perfect at 2.5 3 is also fine, but whatever I was stitching last, I liked it nice and tight at 2.5. Okay, you can play with it and decide how big or how long you want your stitches to be. Now this screen here, it places the machine on different modes. The reason I don't use it is because I cannot trust what the machine manual says. I don't want to go and change anything and then it doesn't do what it says. Why? Because the manual has given a different instruction for changing your stitch length. It includes pressing this, but I can tell you 100% you do not need to touch this bar in order to change the length of your stitches. This alone by itself changes the stitch length to bigger when you go to bigger numbers and smaller when the numbers are reduced. This bar here is for going backwards, reversing. If you notice, I'm pressing it, and if you look, you see it's a feed dog, which is directly below the presser foot. Is moving. It causes you to do reverse. So if you hold it down, the stitch will continually reverse. It will continually stitch backwards. So you hold it down just for the few seconds for just to knot your thread. Okay, and then you release it. That's what that's for. No need to use both together to change your stitch length or width. Okay, and this is the balance wheel. Again, when you turn the balance wheel, it also moves your needle. I'm saying it because you never know if someone is a beginner sewer or sewist. So this is your balance wheel. That's what it's called. Okay, now we are going to go under here. This thing here, this is your knee lift, and what it does is to help you to raise the presser foot from off the fabric instead of using this. There is an orange thing here at the side, and this is what it does. It raises the presser foot. But with the Vevor 5000 machine, what happens is that the presser foot is not very high, or where they actually place it as standard is not very high. And you will realize this the moment you try to put, say, the hem of a jeans, of a pair of jeans under it. Anything just slightly thick, you realize, oh, it's very low. Because I have a domestic machine and it's higher. I've never been around any machine where the presser foot is this low. But your knee lift comes in handy in that it takes it a little bit higher. So the little extra height that it gives is perfect for me to put underneath anything that I want to sew. So your knee lift is very important. There are many persons who have the problem where they're saying that their knee lift is not working. It's not moving the presser foot. Don't worry, I got you. What happens when your knee lift is not moving the presser foot? It simply means that right here, right now, I was playing with it and I put it out of place. I can't believe I did that. Okay, so it's out of place. It's moving. Oh, sorry, yeah, it's there. Inside of here, so I've opened the machine to show you inside of here. This black thing here, this is what is connected. This is what causes your knee lift to raise the presser foot. If this is not in its right position, your knee lift is not going to move the presser foot. So if you find that your knee lift, you're pressing and nothing is moving, you just check that. This is how it should be. It should be in this position where it should be resting on this plate. Sometimes it shifts out of place for whatever reason. Just check and make sure that it comes down and it's resting on this plate, okay? And once it's on there, your knee lift will raise the presser foot. So as I said, this takes the presser foot a little bit higher than the standard height that they set it. So now I'm going to close this. Ooh, there we go. So if you're adventurous and you're saying, I need to raise the presser foot higher without, I'm just not comfortable with where it is, feel free to open here. These black knobs can be removed, and when you take them off, you're going to see screwdrivers on the inside. You just use a screw there. See, can be removed. Inside of there, you take off this one too, both of them. There's screwdrivers here. You take off this plate, and then you will be able to raise the presser foot to a higher height if you want to. I don't like messing with things, so the knee lift does it to a height that works for me, and so I don't have to go any further with that. Now let me get down here, this part of the machine. I'm sorry I didn't prepare and go remind myself of the name of this, but these two pieces of metal came in the box and you put them together, and these are connected to the motor. You put them together, one end is connected to the presser foot. You'll find this plate in the box. It's supposed to go, it's long and it has a bend on it. It goes towards the back of the presser foot, away from you. This is the front where you sit and you rest your foot here. So it goes on the back side of here, and there are two screws for it, and plus this one in there. This is where you connect it with screws and knobs. Right now it's loose. Things get loose all the time because I'm so weak when I tighten things. And it goes on the back hole on the motor here. I'm telling you this because there are many persons on the motor. This part, you didn't fit up anything. It comes like this. You connect these two together, adjust it. If it's too long, just slide down and tighten again. Make sure the length goes from there down to here. So you connect both ends, to that end and this end, and then you tighten in the middle afterwards. So it goes on this side of the motor. And you're saying, this motor, it's so intimidating. No, I was scared at first, but let me tell you, it's easy. So you just, the side of the motor that has like an L shape, that side with the 4 holes, you just make 4 tiny holes on the machine stand. 4 tiny holes on the machine stand and screw them in. The wood is soft, so you just knock 4 tiny holes with a tiny nail, just 4 tiny holes. I didn't have a drill. A drill is not necessary, and then you just screw the nails on. As you can see, I was so weak I stopped halfway with that screw, but it's extremely tight. Nothing can move. And that's it for the motor. You have absolutely nothing else to do. You're just screwing it on there because it comes with the wires attached. You're not connecting any wire to it. The wire comes attached except for this plate. This is the only thing you're attaching to the motor, okay? That's it. So I hope that somebody is not so more scared of putting together their Vevor machine and understanding how things operate with the Vevor machine. It was high stress for me when I got mine because the manual does not help in terms of putting it together. But yeah, if you're a beginner, please like, share, and follow. I like keeping the plastic on things with everything that I buy, and now it just fell off. I've had this machine 9 months. But please like, share, and subscribe, and put in the comments what you would like to know. If there's something that I did not tell you about this machine and you'd like to know, put it in the comments and I will do my best to make a video on it. Okay, I probably should tell you how far from the edge of the machine did I put the motor, so that you can tell. From the back of the machine inwards, that's from out here inwards, 4.5 to 5 inches. From the left side of the machine downwards to here is 29 or 30 inches, and that will help you in terms of where this lines up. Let us say, because my presser foot is in the exact center, but if your presser foot, if you're the person who feels more comfortable with your presser foot a little more over to the right, you can, actually mine is not exactly centered, it's a little more to the right, because if you notice there are 2 holes there, and on this side you have 1 and a piece, so it's a little shifted to the right. But in terms of your motor, 29 inches from the left side of the machine, from the left side to right here, right at the edge where the plate starts, 29.5. Okay, if you go 30, that's still fine. This does not have to be straight. It can be slanted to the right or it can be slanted to the left. Mine looks a little more straight, but that's okay. There is extra space in it for you for it to be slanted if you want. So don't worry that, oh, you didn't put it at 30 or you did 31. That's fine. It's not affecting anything. This is just having to do with your presser foot. Okay, you could be a person who likes pressing with your left foot, so this could be a little more to the left. That would be fine as well, because there's room in it for this to be skewed to the left. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope what you wanted was covered in this video, and if it wasn't, please feel free to put it in the comments, any questions you have about this machine, and if I know, I'll give you the answer. Okay, happy sewing.